Hey guys, it's Misty with My Paper Cuts. And today I'm coming on to do my daily share for my different kind of December daily. And like I said yesterday, today I am cutting out my images here on my ScanNCut, and I'm going to back them with foam and get them ready to build my cards. So I thought I would try, it's a kind of a little funky setup here, but I would show you guys what I do when I do create basically my own dimensional foam for my cutout images. These have already been cut out, and just kind of show you my process for doing that. I don't like to use foam dots or foam tape always with shapes, because if I put a solid piece of foam behind it in the same shape, then it just is a sturdier support and goes through the mail better. Plus it just gives a cleaner look. I think you never get a saggy image. So like I said, these have already been cut out, and I cut them out with a 0.4 border. And the one thing I will say with the ScanNCut is it might read each of these images just a little bit differently. So they might just, it might do, and if you see it on here, it might do like a little bit larger of an indent here than it did on this one. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they are shaped a little differently. So when I take my images off my mat here, I will lay them out in the same order that they came off the mat, so that when my foam gets cut, I know exactly which one goes to which image. That's just one of the things that I do. Normally I would use a little tool for this, but since I'm trying to show you guys, I'm trying to keep it simple here. So like I said, I'm laying them over here, you can see, in the same order that they were on the mat. And then I take a piece of foam, and this piece is bigger than what my piece was when I cut out my images, but I just take a piece of the foam, and this mat is a little bit not so sticky, but it should work okay. I have to change my scanner level to the deep, or to the thicker products, so that it will allow enough room for it to go through. I hit my finish cutting, and I just cut out the exact same images I just had on there. So go ahead and start that there. And like I said, those images are just laying over here. So now the machine will cut out foam in the exact same shapes. You can take your mat out and put it back in, because it doesn't matter if it's lined up the same. You just want to leave your mat in the machine until you know your images are cut out, which this one is so automatic, I've never had a problem with it not cutting my images. But it says it's going to take about 2 minutes, so hopefully you guys don't mind watching it cut. It is very quiet. And when my mats lose a little bit of stickiness, one of the tips that I will give you guys is I use Pixie Spray, which is a stencil spray that helps temporarily tack your stencils down when you're using pastes and such. I know they don't recommend that you do it, but I've done it over and over again. I like to use the mats until they're completely trashed. They're not super expensive, and I've only replaced my blade once, and I've had this machine for 2 years. So it will cut more than once with foam most of the time. But it's automatically judging how fast it needs to go. I don't know if you guys can see that over there. Up here it says it's 1 minute now. But this is the ScanNCut that does have the auto blade, so it does measure the depth. That's what you heard it doing a minute ago. It measures the depth to see if it cut down far enough yet, and then it goes back. If it needs to adjust, this will change. But sorry, I didn't realize this would be so boring for you guys. Hopefully it's not too bad. But this is what I do with all my images. And I don't waste any foam. Even the little pieces in between, if they're big enough, I'll keep them to put behind sentiment strips or behind smaller images that I'm hand cutting out. And then, see, it's measuring again to make sure. So it's going through one more time. It still says 1 minute. So, but you can hear it is really quiet. I love this machine so much. I wasn't kidding when I said in one of the lives that I hug and kiss this baby goodnight every night. It saved me so much money in matching dies. It saved me so much money in even foam tape, because I buy the large sheets of the craft foam at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. The great big ones, cut them in half. You end up with the 9x12. And I just, I just buy them whenever I'm there. I think they're 99 cents. So for 50 cents, you get a whole sheet of foam, basically. And you can't buy foam tape for that. And you definitely can't do custom foam for the same price as a regular foam tape or foam dots. So now it's all done. So I will show you guys. You just lift up the foam and there's my images. And I'll show you just one of them here. So now I have a piece of foam that is cut perfectly to go behind my stamped image for my Santa. So that is my quick share for today. I hope those of you who have a scan and cut or can do the take a photo and use your Cricut with your tablets to kind of do the same thing, and maybe that'll give you an idea of how you can use it. But this is one of my favorite things to do. And if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.